Alkenes versus alkanes. Most of the compounds in crude oil are hydrocarbons. A hydrocarbon is any substance that contains only hydrogen and carbon atoms. So both alkanes and alkenes are hydrocarbons. Alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons. This means that the carbon-carbon bonds in alkanes are single covalent bonds, so they contain the maximum possible number of hydrogen atoms per carbon atom. Remember, carbon is in group 4 of the periodic table, which has a valency of 4, so carbon can form 4 bonds. Alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons. This means that there is a double covalent carbon-carbon bond in alkenes, so they contain less than the maximum possible number of hydrogen atoms per carbon atom. The presence of a double bond in alkenes allows them to react in ways that alkanes cannot. Alkenes are more reactive than alkanes and react with bromine water. Bromine water is an orange solution of bromine. It becomes colourless when it is shaken with an alkene. Alkenes can decolorize bromine water, but alkanes cannot. There is no change to the bromine water containing an alkane. This test can therefore be used to distinguish between saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons, or alkanes and alkenes. Summary: hydrocarbons are substances that contain only hydrogen and carbon atoms. Alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons, which means they have a double covalent bond. Alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons because they have only single covalent bonds between carbon atoms. Bromine water can be used to distinguish between alkanes and alkenes. It becomes colourless when shaken with an alkene. Keywords: alkane, a saturated hydrocarbon. Alkene, an unsaturated hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon, a substance that contains only hydrogen and carbon atoms. Unsaturated, contains a double covalent bond between carbon atoms. Saturated, contains only single covalent bonds between carbon atoms.